Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have with me a very special guest, my lovely friend Cameron. So we're just gonna be chit-chatting, answering some of you guys' DMs. We're gonna be doing like an advice session kind of. So we did an Instagram questionnaire and we're gonna be looking at those and just letting y'all know what we think, giving you our little 2 cents. I just want to say, please take everything that we say with a grain of salt. Like, we're just two random people on the internet giving you what we feel like is the best advice, so don't take it too seriously. So this one is from, actually I'm not going to be disclosing the usernames because I said I would be keeping this confidential, so I'm keeping my word. But the first one is, how do you talk to your crush? I feel like we're about to have 2 different opinions here. But for me personally, this looks like it came from a girl. Assuming that your crush is a guy, don't talk to that man first. He's supposed to be talking to you first.
Obviously.
Okay, so if the crush is a guy, I cannot help you with that, because I'm just gonna tell you to sit still and be pretty and wait for him to talk to you. Because the way I see it, if a guy is genuinely interested in you, he will talk to you first. So just be patient, girly. Be patient and he will come to you.
Do the guys really want to talk to you first though nowadays?
But if he, see, that's a good question. But like, if he wants to bad enough, I just feel like, why am I making the first move? Why am I talking to you first?
See, as a gay man, I feel like some days I'm like, let me just sit here pretty. And the other days I'm like, let me chase. But if I was a girl, yeah, because
this is coming from a girl.
I'm like, if it's a girl, you definitely know.
Yeah, you gonna have to sit still and be cute.
But some guys do think that's attractive.
I don't give a fuck what he think is attractive. I'm not talking to you first, sir. Let him talk to you first, girlie. That's all I gotta say. How to deal with toxic siblings. Ooh. I want you to go first on this one.
How to deal with a toxic sibling. Why are you putting me on the spot? Honestly, I feel like you have to have boundaries with everyone. And just because they're your sibling, you just have to have boundaries. You know, of course there's like a different type of blood love there, but I think also just having boundaries and calling them out and holding them accountable. My motto is like, you know, just because we related doesn't mean you can disrespect me and be toxic around me. I feel like you also have to, you know, just let them know that. What do you think? Oh.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you said. Boundaries 1000%. And I also just feel like you deal with toxic siblings the same way you deal with toxic anybody. Like, hey, these are my boundaries. You're either going to stick to them or you will not be a part of my life. It's just that simple. And I know, oh, they're my siblings though, I can't cut them off. But you can. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can cut anybody off. You don't owe a relationship to anybody, especially people who are intentionally hurting you.
Especially if you try and they're still not
tried over and over and over and nothing seems to be working. At some point, you're gonna have to choose yourself. You're gonna have to pick your own piece. So siblings, blood related or not, anybody can get cut. Period. Saving money.
Ooh, saving money. Advice for saving money?
Advice.
Don't ask me that.
Like, honey, baby, all I can do is pray for you. Matter of fact, bow your head. Saving money, I'm trying to figure that shit out myself, okay? This might be toxic, but I feel like I just need to make more money. It's not that I have to save money, I just have to make more. Cause like,
but no, because I feel like if I make more, I spend more.
Isn't that the point though of having money?
But then you don't save it. I feel like the best way when I save money is when I had a man.
But then because they pay for everything.
Yeah, but then again, I was spending my money because I had it. Because I was like, oh my god, I have this.
I have so much money, I might as well spend it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Definitely start a savings account. That's like a given. But it's like you'll have to miss out on little pleasures, like always going out to eat or like spending on things that you don't necessarily need. But I'm not a financial advisor, so that's as much as I can tell you. Money is meant to be spent. That's how I see it.
It's not going in the grave, but then again, I'm like,
I want to drop out of college, but I'm scared of actually doing it. Honestly, I finished college, but I still understand that college is not for everybody. And sometimes you realize that once you've already invested in it and you're like in too deep almost. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's not the end of the world if you drop out of school, but have a plan. So like if you do plan on dropping out, what are you going to do? What's the next step?
See, that's responsible. I'm not like that.
So I just, because I feel like college is kind of like a safety net for a lot of people, because like, oh, if I go to school, I'll get the degree and I'll be able to do something with it. But if like without that safety net, what's the next step? And I'm sure you'll figure it out, but just like the only thing I could say is make a plan before you do that. Because I always feel like even if you do drop out of school, school is always going to be there. So if you change your mind, you decide, damn, I want to go back, you can always go back at any time.
I feel like I found plans when I didn't have a plan though. I feel like the greatest things, like I didn't think I was going to be doing makeup, but I knew I didn't want to go to school. I just knew what I didn't want to do, and then I would try things that I'm like, oh, I'm curious about that. It is good to have like a mind, a direction, like what do I want to do?
I don't think like it's the end of the world if you drop out. There are many people who are successful and don't even have a college degree. So should I still have sex with my ex or get a new body count?
You want me to go first?
I think you should go first.
No, baby, leave him alone. Body count is not real. It's literally made up. And I think it's misogynistic to like just, girl, find another person, get rid of that energy, because the more you focus on that energy, the more you're holding yourself back. I don't know. I would just leave him. Not for me, no.
Okay. I would have to agree with Kameron, honestly, because I feel like being intimate with someone new is just not the end of the world. Like if you and your, especially if you and your ex fell out and you're on really bad terms, I think just going back to them solely for sex is kind of pointless.
Even good terms, just drop it. Like, what's the point? What are you getting out of it?
I feel like there's just so much shame around sex in general, specifically for women, and women are just scared to, oh, I don't want to catch a new body because like people are gonna think I'm a hoe, da, da, da. Promiscuous men and promiscuous women are viewed through two different lenses, and
it's like
y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, you're a dude, yeah, like, hey, that's how you do it. But then when you're like a girl, it's like, or even if you're gay, it's like, oh, you need to chill out on that stuff. Like it's like you gotta realize, just be safe and do what you gotta do. Just do what you gotta do.
Meet somebody new. It's not the end of the world. Leave your ex alone. He's your ex for a reason, girl. Why do I have so much discharge and how do I stop it? Girl, this sounds like a question for your doctor. I do not know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you.
Yeah,
so we're gonna move
go to the doctor.
I can't make any friends because I struggle with anxiety and I'm so awkward.
You have to put yourself out there. I used to be super shy and super anxious. Like I used to sweat, like even meeting like just new people. And I think once I started to realize like it's not scary, find those people that make you feel safe. And I feel like those will be the people that you will be able to be yourself around. Because I felt like sometimes I didn't hang around people that didn't make me feel safe, and then that made me more nervous and made me shut down more. I
agree so much, especially on just like finding people that make you feel safe. Because like, to be honest, if you're around people that constantly bring out your anxious side, then maybe reconsider those people. Listen to what your body is trying to tell you. Sometimes when you're anxious around people, it's really just because you're around the wrong people. So I would start there, observing who am I actually hanging out with and why do I always feel this way. She did mention that she has anxiety and she's awkward, but I feel like a lot of that is just like in your head, kind of.
That's true. I was gonna say that. It's a lot of the time you're thinking in your head like, oh, this person's perceiving me this way, but honestly, people are so wrapped up in their lives that they're not like perceiving you.
Nobody is thinking about you as much as you think they are. Everyone's always thinking about themselves and they're in their own head. So like, you really just, there's no other way to say it, but you have to get out of your head.
That's true. Yes, because I was in my head. And then once I realized like, get out of my head, like just go for it. My hands don't sweat as much anymore. I'm not as nervous. Like, I don't know. My job just took away my promotion for dating a coworker. What do I do? Are you even allowed to date your coworkers? I think so. I think if they're on the same level. Yeah, I literally don't know what to say about this. What was the question? My job taking away your promotion? I think that's a bit much. They took her promotion away? How did they? My thing is, how'd they even find out that y'all were dating? And first, why would they take it away after they gave it to you? No, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know.
I really have no clue what to tell you.
I would say either find another job or something, like, but if you want to stay there, then stay there, or tell, if this is a girl?
It's the girl, yeah.
Girl, tell him to find another job.
Like, yeah.
That's crazy that companies are out there doing that to people though.
You're too invested in my personal life. That would make me so uncomfortable. I think I would have to find a new job. This dude likes me and I don't like him back, but I use him for money. Should I keep doing it?
Are you ready to move? I feel like, are you ready to move in your life and be mature and go to a real relationship? Then yes, drop it. But if you're just single and having fun, girl, you better get the perks.
Period.
Perks.
Milk that nigga dry. Milk
Make
him
his pockets
dry.
hurt. But then I get when she's like, I feel bad, cause I be feeling the same way. But then, ooh.
I am always in full support of women just using men for money because, like, men deserve it. You're honestly just a walking wallet, so that's how we're going to treat you. Damn, I sound like a bad person right now, but hey, men have done a lot worse to women, so that's why I'm in full support of women taking a man's money. Cause, like, who cares?
I'm taking the check.
You'll know when it's time to walk away from that situation.
Yes, you would just feel it.
Learning to love your life when it doesn't compare to other people's social media.
Ooh, you said that's a good one.
Girl, the first thing I can tell you, stop comparing your life to people on social media. A lot of people have gotten really good at putting on this facade and dream glamorous life that they post on the internet, but really, it's not even really what it is in reality.
Even me.
You don't know what people are actually going through in real life. Like, anybody can take a glamorous photo and make it look like they're having the time of their lives. You have to stop comparing yourself to people on social media. And I'm not saying some people don't live the life that they're portraying.
That's true.
There are a lot of people who look like they're doing well on social media and they actually are doing well, but that's not for you to try to figure out. What's for you to do is focus on you. Focus on your own path. Just understand that everything that's meant for you is gonna come at its own time. But if you're constantly comparing yourself, especially to people on Instagram, you're gonna always feel like you're failing, like you're behind, when in reality, a lot of these people are just putting on a show.
We literally, like, just because someone is financially good doesn't mean they're mentally good. So maybe they need to work mentally on their stuff. So
you never know. You're comparing yourself to just pictures. You don't know what's happening
Instagram
behind
stories.
Pictures. Yeah.
A 15-second of 24 hours of the day. I can literally post a whole story right now and make it look like I went out on a date. 5-star restaurant, and make it look like, and people will believe it.
Not even just online, in real life too. Don't compare yourself to people in your real life, the people who are closest to you.
Speak on it.
Everyone has their own path.
She has facts.
There's probably somebody else out there who is looking at your life and wishing they had what you had. Whole time you looking at somebody else's life wishing that you had what they had. Like, it's just a constant cycle, and that's why we just all need to just worry about ourselves and face our fronts. Okay, so this person needs advice on moving out of my parents' house. The number one thing you need to have together are your finances. If you're gonna successfully move out of your parents' house, have some type of like 6 months to 1 year plan. 6 months is good enough, but 1 year is even better. Have a plan so that you can set yourself up financially to be okay when you do move out. I always recommend that everybody moves out and even lives alone at one point in their life, because it's just necessary for your growth and your well-being.
She's right. Take your time. Take your time. If I could do it over again, I would take my time and just save more money.
The moment you decide that you're ready to get out of your parents' house, start saving money. How do I become more confident? You have to stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Like, whether you do this or that, people are still going to talk about you. So you might as well do whatever you want to do. Confidence is just not this difficult thing that people think it is. You choose confidence. You're never going to wake up and just be confident. You have to actively choose that shit every day. And if you can't really get there yet, fake it. fake it until you make it. Faking
my
it
confidence
literally takes you a long way. The thing about faking your confidence is nobody else knows that you're faking it but you. When somebody sees a confident person, they're just gonna assume that that person is confident. They're not gonna think, oh, is she really confident or is she just pretending, right? Like, nobody is thinking about that. You're either confident or you're not. So you might as well fake that shit. And once you fake it enough times, it becomes natural. I feel like that's kind of what happened to me. Like, I wasn't always as confident as I am now. But like, I just started to just pretend to be confident and just carry myself a certain way. And now it's real for me. It's natural. I can fully say that I am confident and I love myself and I love who I am. Like,
confident people also have moments where they're like, oh shit, I don't know if I'm gonna be confident in this moment. Like, there's been moments where I'm like, oh, maybe I have to speak in front of like 300 people. Oh, I don't know.
Every day is not going to be like amazing. Every day, you're not always gonna feel confident every day. And I'd be lying to you if I told you that you would. Focus on the days that you feel your best and really just lean into it. And give yourself grace on the days that you just don't feel good, because we all have those days and they're real, they're natural. There's nothing wrong with not feeling amazing 24/7. Nobody feels amazing 24/7. Confidence is not thinking everybody is gonna like me. It's thinking I'm gonna be okay even if you don't like me. How to deal with stress.
The biggest thing for me, honestly, is journaling. If I do not journal, I go crazy. I will write every single negative thought, every single positive thought in that journal, and I feel like I release it. And I don't know, I feel like that works for me. That's how I deal with stress. I cry it out, I feel it. I just let it be and I don't try to deny it.
We all go through stress and we all have different ways of dealing with it. As long as you're dealing with it in a healthy way, there's so many ways to go about it. Journaling, talking to a friend, going to therapy, going on a walk. I recently have discovered that walking actually makes me feel so good.
Yes. Walking
Why
do you see my stories hiking all the time?
Yeah, the girls be saying go outside. No, you literally have to go outside.
Get some vitamin
you need
D.
sunlight. Sunlight is so good for you.
Or sleep.
Sleep.
I think a lot of us are stressed out because we're
you're tired. You could literally just be tired or sleep deprived. So like, get lots of rest.
Life is so constantly, we're thinking about, we gotta do this next, I gotta do this next. You're stressing yourself out.
There's always just this to-do
It's not
list.
human. It's not, we're not robotic. It's okay to just rest.
It's literally okay to take time off. So I think we're going to end on this note. I hope the advice that we have given you has been entertaining, has been useful, has been helpful in one way or another. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I can't wait to see you in my next video. And thank you so much for joining me and being a part of this, Kameron. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Kameron's channel and follow him on Instagram and watch our other video. We filmed another video for his channel, so make sure you check that out.
We did a get ready with me.
Yes, go check that out. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys soon. Love you.